People who've lived in spooky houses, what's the story? The night something knocked back. I never believed in ghosts, not really. I always thought haunted house stories were just that, stories. That changed the year I moved into the old farmhouse. It belonged to my great aunt, who'd passed away a few months earlier. No one else in the family wanted it too old, too far from town. I was between jobs and needed a cheap place to stay, so I offered to clean it up while I figured things out. The house was built in 1912. 2 stories, wide front porch, creaky wooden floors that groaned even when no one was walking on them. There was a dusty piano in the parlor and old wallpaper peeling off in places. It felt like you were always being watched, but I chalked that up to being alone in a new place. The first week was uneventful, just cleaning, unpacking, discovering more spiders than any person needs to see in a lifetime. Then came the knocks. It started one night when I was lying in bed scrolling aimlessly. 3 knocks, slow, deliberate. Coming from the wall behind the headboard. I froze. It wasn't a pipe. It wasn't the wind. It sounded like knuckles. I tapped back once quietly. Nervous, stupid in retrospect. A moment passed. Then tap tap 2 knocks. Slow, like a response. I didn't sleep at all that night. The next morning I checked behind the wall. No pipes, no branches, nothing that could explain it. I told myself it was just the house settling. Old houses are weird. They make noises, right? But it didn't stop. Every night, just after midnight, the knocks returned. Sometimes on the wall, sometimes at the door. Once, and I still get chills thinking about it, I heard it come from underneath the bed. Then came the whisper. I was washing dishes in the kitchen one afternoon, window open, sunlight streaming in. I heard something faint, like someone talking in the next room. It sounded like a woman's voice, soft, urgent, muffled. I turned off the faucet, listened. It stopped. I thought it might be someone outside, a neighbor maybe. But when I peeked out the window, there was no one. Just fields and empty road. That night, I dreamed of a woman standing in the hallway, long dress, hair hanging over her shoulders. She didn't speak. She just stared at me with a look I still can't describe. Not angry, not sad, just tired. I decided to ask my mom about the house. She sighed and said something I'll never forget. "Oh, honey, I was hoping you'd never hear it." Turns out my great aunt heard the knocks too. She used to say the house belonged to someone else before the family bought it, a woman who died there after losing her baby. She said the woman never left. She just kept knocking, waiting for someone to listen. I moved out 2 weeks later, packed everything I owned, and left the key on the dusty piano. I don't know if there was a ghost in that house, but I do know this. Some nights I still hear knocking in my dreams. Always 3 knocks. Always just after midnight.